Well, last night we told you about Demetrius Anderson. He did his time, he turned his life around, and after more than 12 years of freedom, he was threatened with a return to prison, all because of a legal mix-up. Well, tonight we have an update. So joining me now is Demetrius Anderson and his attorney, Michael Dolan. Also, CNN's Van Jones. Gentlemen, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go to the attorney first. So you have some news about Demetrius' case. Can you share it with us?
Yes, I spoke to the Bureau of Prisons today, the Commutation Department, and the U.S. Attorney from the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, and they both confirmed that Demetrius is receiving credit for his time at liberty, and therefore the federal government considers his 16-month sentence served.
Are you confident that this is all resolved? Is there a risk of this, that it could be changed?
Look, I'll feel much more comfortable when I get that in writing, hopefully on Monday. But the news I got late today, getting from those two sources, I feel very confident that that risk is gone.
You want to see it in writing?
Yes, I do.
You want to see it in writing. This has been a roller coaster for you. U.S. Marshals knocked on your door, Demetrius, 9 days ago. You lost 15 pounds. The stress is extraordinary for you. How are you feeling tonight with this new information from your lawyer?
I'm feeling grateful, overjoyed, totally overjoyed. And I'm just feeling like my faith.
Yeah. You seem cautious, though.
I am, because I'm cautious only for the fact that I need to see it in writing, because I seen my release papers in writing in 2006 and came home. So I would need to see that in writing so I could feel 100% that what I experienced last week won't happen again.
You're worried that it could happen all over again.
Yes.
Van Jones, you brought
Yes,
the
sir.
story to our attention. Give me your reaction, sir.
Hey, listen, when we fight, we win. This brother deserved everything that was done for him. After your show, Don, it was crazy. I mean, social media went crazy. Congress people were calling. People said, this could not happen to this young man. This is terrible. How can you have somebody who does what we say do? He made a mistake, yes, but 13 years, he's done perfect. He's done perfect. And it was just a tsunami of public support for this young man. When we fight, we win. So the federal defenders need a round of applause. The prosecutor came to the table. Bureau of Prisons. I mean, it was unbelievable what happened. And listen, we have to do this every time we hear about injustice. Cut 50, Lewis Reed, Jessica Jackson, Erin Haney. I can give a bunch of names, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is what it's going to take. You cannot let good people, we're all good people and bad, we all have good hearts, but when you have somebody who's made the sacrifice, somebody who's shown he can be an asset to our community, we will not let you take them from us. Yeah. We are going to fight tooth and nail. And this is going to be, I think, a victory that's going to inspire people across the country. And if they come after somebody else, quit going in the sock drawer trying to find more people to put back in prison. Like, we don't have enough people in prison.
But Ben,
isn't
this what's supposed to happen with the criminal justice system? If someone pays restitution and their debt to society, they should come out and work to reform their lives, which is exactly what Demetrius did. But my question is, do you trust that this is over for him? I mean, what can we do to make sure that it is?
I trust, you know what I trust, Don? I trust you to keep the spotlight on. I trust Demetrius to stand strong. I trust his attorneys to stand with him. And I trust all these groups that have come around to make sure that it happens. Once it's on paper, then I want to hold it up to the light. I want to make sure there's no invisible ink on there. They done tricked the brother once. But movements win. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what I want people to understand on this weekend. We can walk with your head held high. This is 48 hours, a complete turnaround. The Trump administration came to the table. Federal defenders came to the table. Preachers came to the table. People came to the table, Don, after your show and made a positive difference in such a short period of time. It was shocking to people.
Okay, so let me ask you. You said you trust. You talked about the people you trust, and this platform is one of them. And I'm glad. Thank you very much for that. But what is the best way to prevent this from happening to someone else? Is it awareness? Is it laws? What?
Well, look, I mean, I think obviously we got to change laws. I'm proud to be the CEO of the Reform Alliance. We're working to change laws. Don, you put the spotlight on this issue for years and years, and it's becoming more and more conscious of the people. They know our criminal justice system Republicans and Democrats now know it's got to be fixed. But it doesn't become real to people until they see a person like this. There must be some people going through the sock drawer, looking up under filing cabinets, trying to find out how to put more people in prison. We already have the biggest prison population in the world, Don. We have more people in prison in our little country than China has with 1 billion people. Quit looking for ways to put more people in prison and find good folks to give them a chance to come home and do well like this young man did. This is a proof point that when we fight, we win. And when we work across party lines, Republicans came and Democrats came. Yeah. When we come together across party lines, we can stop injustice from happening. It takes people like you, Don. You were the first one to rush this onto the air. We appreciate that. But that's what it takes. All it was telling the truth. Yeah. Once people hear the truth, they're not going to let this happen.
Last night you told me, Demetrius, that you still believe in the judicial system. What is behind that belief?
Well, my mother always believed in the judicial system and always told me to respect it. So when I did get in trouble, it was really more for her to turn my life around when I came home because of the pain I seen that I caused her when I had got in trouble. And I made a vow not to do it again for her. And by turning my life around, it brought her joy. But what I went through last week was just ridiculous because within the last 3 years, I lost her, my stepfather, and my little sister to the hands of my brother, which I'm in, therapy for now. So when that happened to me, just recently, last week, when they came for me and I know I didn't do anything wrong, I didn't know what to do. I was suicidal, couldn't eat because I didn't do anything, and they didn't give me any answers when they came, busting in my home like that. I thought they were looking for bin Laden. I actually opened my door, just got out the shower. If I was doing something wrong, I wouldn't have went to the door like that. So I just want to thank you also for helping me. Of course, Van Jones, Cut 50, Lewis Reed, they were the only organization that stepped up to help me. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't have you, CNN, to put this story so it won't happen to anyone else again.
Well, that's very kind of you, but you don't have to thank me. This is what we all should be doing, right? We're all our brother's keepers. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Very happy
Appreciate
for you.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Van, thanks, brother.
Hey,
Thank
Don,
you,
and I tell you what, you are a fair man because when the Trump administration does something good, you give them credit, and when they do something bad, you don't give them credit. But this is one time where the people and the Trump administration came together for justice, and you gave us the opportunity, and I appreciate that.
Can you say that loud for the people in the back? Maybe some people. Maybe the president was, maybe he was like walking in another room or something as he's watching.
Jesus.
The Trump administration heard the cries of the people, and you helped to make it happen. You got to get your credit, Don. I'm giving it to you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.